that you've talked about quite a bit. How do you feel going into a game knowing that it's a big game, but it's not exactly where you want it to be?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. I mean, it's a blessing to be able to play in the bowl game my first year coming here, especially the Rose Bowl. I heard it's pretty. It's like the biggest one out of all of them, so it feels good.
What, where did you take the biggest step? Not really from the beginning of the season, because the talent was obviously there. You played a lot, but like from the middle of October, maybe when maybe your body starts to feel the pains of playing in the Big Ten. Where did you take a step from there until the end of the regular season that you didn't maybe realize that you were going to take?
I think like throughout the season, like you feel your body kind of start trying to shut down on you a little bit, but I think I did a pretty good job of taking care of my body, getting in the training room before practice, after practice, and like each week I was in there in the training room grinding, trying to make sure I was straight before the game. But it was like a couple of games, like I was nicked up a bit going into some of the games, but I was able to like play through them and stuff.
To get a few weeks off now before you play the Rose Bowl, you start to feel a little better?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel way better.
TreVeyon, looking back at that Michigan game, what made them a tough team to go up against and run the ball against?
I mean, they're a great team. It wasn't like they were bad or anything. They're a great team and got a great offense, a great program, a great defense. And it was a tough game.
How much is that loss sting, like going through like practices recently and all that?
Shoot. It hurt it after the game, but we're focused on Utah now. We're not really. We're off that, but it still hurts though. But we're on to Utah though.
I think it's something that'll fuel you guys a lot, after this game going into next season.
Say that again.
Do you think that loss to Michigan is something that's going to fuel you guys a lot going into next offseason, though?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
TreVeyon, you got to play with CJ now in his first year as a quarterback and see him finish at the Heisman presentation and whatnot. And half the season he had, how do you evaluate CJ's season, stepping into the role he did and then playing as well as he did throughout the whole season?
He did a good job, like pretty much with everything. Like at the beginning of the season, like it was some fans out there, they wanted to see him benched and things like that. And he did a good job of just putting all that to the side and not worrying about what other people say and stuff like that. And like he worked hard each and every day, came to practice and did his thing, and he balled out this season. I was happy for him.
Let's talk about his approach handling off the field stuff. And in terms of on the field things, was there anything in his preparation that you liked the most about CJ Stroud?
Just his leadership, like his able to like get us everybody straight. Like if you feel like we're having like a bad practice, just seeing him like step up in front of the team like as a freshman and get everybody straight, like that just means a lot. Like it helps us out a lot.
When he steps up in front of you guys, what does he say? What's like maybe his go-to line to pump you guys up and get you guys right?
He say do his Dougie. that's what he call it. Like everybody do they Dougie and get right. But yeah.
Is he just a more serious guy than other guys his age? He just seems like he has more of that kind of approach to life and football too.
Yeah, that's how most of us are though. Like when it's time to get serious, we get serious. But like we have fun, we joke around. But like once we cross that red line over there, everything we locked in, we serious.
TreVeyon, can you give your self-assessment of your season?
I think I did a good job. Coming in, not being able to play football for a year, and just coming in. And I think I had a good freshman season.
In hindsight, how tough was it not having that last year of high school, that experience, and you take a jump from high school junior to big time?
Sure. It was tough, but like coming into the spring ball, that's when I was able to like, all right, because like we were banging. That's when my first time I started getting hit, and like. We go against some of the best players in the country, so like going into the games, like it was nothing to me just because of what I went through during spring ball and fall camp.
And what do you think? How do you think your experience this year will help you next year? What do you want to get better at? Is there something you're going to watch on film and say, okay, I need to do this better?
I want to get better at everything. Like each part of my game, like I want to be the best at it.
Is there something you watched on film and you thought, I got to get better at?
Pretty much everything. I think everything. For real.
Is there anything about this first year of college football that was harder than you thought it was going to be?
For real, this is my pass block, and this is my first time ever having a pass block. I never passed block before, but This is my first time ever having a pass block now. I think I did all right at it for to be 5'10", 210, 212 pounds. I think I did. I think I did okay.
Is there like a desire to get stronger in the off season? Is that something you're going to work on?
Oh yeah. I'm always trying to do that, trying to get bigger. I know Coach Mick definitely gonna get me right. So
Do you have like a goal weight for next season?
I'm trying to stay in between now. I don't want to be too heavy. I don't want to be too light. I think right now it's pretty good.
Was it the physical part of the pass blocking, or the knowing who to pass block? You understand what I mean? Reading from inside out, or
Yeah.
whatever
No, all
your
that-
keys are.
Yeah, all that good. I know
Yeah.
my responsibility, and the physical part. I mean, that's nothing to me. I'm a physical player. I like to get physical.
Yeah.
But it's just like they coming at you full speed, and you just standing right there. You gotta take that.
Yeah.
Whatever's coming to you. So it's just that for real. But I think I did a pretty good job of sticking my face in there.
Was
Sure,
there
did-
a rep like that really opened your eyes? Did it happen in a game, or did it happen in practice against some of
Oh
the
no,
DNs?
in the game, it's like nothing to me because I take those shots in practice all the time. Like I got big linebackers like TreVeyon Mitchell. Like one day we was in practice and he ran straight down my face. So like just going into the game, I'm ready for whatever's coming to me.
TreVeyon, as a freshman, did you go through some cycles though where you got impatient, at all running the ball when things weren't quite going well? I mean, what kind did you go through just mentally as this season went along, and some of those games where some teams kind of stuffed you guys from the run? I mean, just explain what it was like going through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And not getting frustrated.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty much new to me. Not having a home run hit every play and things like that.
Yeah.
But some people don't understand. Like every game, you're not gonna have them home run hits and things like that. Like some defense we played this year was pretty good, and they had pretty good players all across the field. So like we weren't gonna get those home run hits that they were expecting every game. But I love those dirty 3 to 5 yards.
What do you call those, singles, doubles?
I just call them dirty runs.
Dirties,
Yeah,
dirty.
Did you have to learn to love those though, or were you fine with them right off the bat?
No, I had to learn a lot of those, especially after like the beginning of the season, like after the toss game, like you see, everything was open, and then after that, you just see, you just gotta fight for, get what's yours, go get what's yours.
So then how much did you think about, or have you thought about the first series and the second half against Michigan, especially with the third down play? That kind of changed momentum. Not that it's your fault, but you guys wanted to establish yourself in this beginning of third quarter. Didn't happen.
What play?
The first series of the second half against Michigan.
Oh, I mean, shoot, I forgot what happened for real.
Third down, y'all kind of ran a zone, and a guy, Ross, the linebacker, just came free through a hole there. And
Shoot, it was just a good play by them, I guess.
Yeah.
I forgot what happened for real. Good play by them, though.
TreVeyon,
You obviously broke Maurice Barrett's record for touchdowns by a freshman. What did that mean to you to get that?
Shoot, it meant a lot, but I never kept up with those. Like with all the records I'm breaking, I never kept up with those stuff. Like I didn't even know I broke the record until after the game. I thought I was still short. I heard about the record, but I thought I was still short.
Did you hear from him after that?
Yeah. I seen him. He made a tweet about it. But yeah, it's a blessing though to be able to break that record.
You mentioned a couple of times this year, you have like a list of things you want to accomplish every season. Now the season is basically over. Can you share with us what some of the goals were for this year, and how many of them did you actually accomplish?
I still can't share. I don't like to put that stuff out there. But the records that I broke, that was one of my goals. Like
The freshman.
yeah, I don't like to put it out there if I don't break it yet. But since I broke those two, though, that was two of my goals on my
Did you
list.
accomplish enough of those items on the list to be satisfied with your season or not?
No, I'm never satisfied. I'll never be satisfied. I always feel like I got more to prove.
This time last year, you were signing your letter of intent, and you had a chance to reflect on how much has changed and how much you've grown just in the past year to where you are now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been a long journey, especially after signing that letter of intent and then getting here and seeing like how the college process is, and now reflecting on like me, seeing like because being here is tough. Like it's a grind. So just looking back at all the things I went through, man, I'm just excited. Like just knowing I made it through all that.
Where do you think that, non-football-wise, that maybe you've grown most from where you were as a senior in high school to being now a freshman, just about to complete your first season? Where do you think you've grown outside of football?
just my maturity and how I handle things, not just on the field but off the field, like how I deal with social media and all that. I think I do a good job.
How long did it take you to get used to that, to make that adjustment?
It didn't take much, and I just had to realize like not everything needs my attention and stuff like that.
TreVeyon, you talked about the difficulties of accepting like the 4 and 5 yards and defenses targeting you, but next year Chris is going to be gone, Garrett may be gone, your offensive line is going to look a little different, so you're going to be a guy that defenses focus on a bit more. How do you focus this offseason? What do you work on to be able to handle, you know, a bigger load while defenses are keying on you more than they maybe did this year?
I just think I just got to continue to work hard, get bigger, get faster, get stronger. I mean, I'm ready forever. Like, whatever my team needs me to do to get the win and help them out, like I'm with that. I'm down for whatever. But I'm gonna definitely be ready for it, whatever.
You know, the biggest question of the day though is Neo gonna bounce back?
It's a good question. I mean, I hope so. I mean, it's a lot of other electric vehicle companies coming out, so it's getting tough. It's getting tough for them.
Yeah, that wasn't my last question. These guys are number 12 in the country in total defense. You know, there was a lot of chatter coming from the as y'all call it, the team up north side after that game that Josh Gaddis, their offensive coordinator, talked about how physical they were compared to you guys, et cetera. Do y'all have a point to prove in this game against Utah, which is also considered to be a very physical game? That's sort of the narrative going into this game. Do you sense y'all have a point to prove as Ohio State, that y'all could be physical as well as like this pretty passing team, you know?
Yeah, I think we definitely, every game I think we got a point to prove, but I mean, people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say. I mean, we don't worry about what other people say. We just focus on us. But like I said, like they were a great team and they won the game at the end of the day. But yeah, we're gonna be ready next season though.
All right, thank you, TreVeyon.